Welcome to the Plodcast, the nature and countryside podcast from BBC Countryfile Magazine. My name is Fergus Collins, and this is a very special episode between two seasons, a stepping stone, if you like. And I'm joined by my Plodcast helpers, creators, and dear friends, Hannah and Jack, who are in the studio with me.
Hello.
Hello. Lovely to see you. We've sort of had this break because we finished season 15, and we're just putting together our next season of 12 episodes.
And we need to have a rest in order so that it's perfect.
That's true, to get our voices back.
A mini hibernation.
That's true. What do they call the spring hibernation? Estivation in spring, where you sort of have a little sleep.
Fancy.
Oh, fact of the day.
Or it might be summer when it's too dry to live. Anyway, here we are. We've just given a little taster of what's coming up. And maybe a call out to some of our listeners to get in touch. Well, all of our listeners, please get in touch, because part of the joy of the podcast is getting a bit of interaction. We want to hear what you're up to in the great outdoor, whether you've seen wonderful wildlife or whether you've come across something's happened. You've had an interesting encounter.
And we've recently had some really, really lovely things we want to share with you.
We do. In fact, could you read this one?
Yes, go ahead. I will, yes. So this arguably is one of my favourite letters of all time. No pressure on you guys to send us more lovely things. However, this is from June Shutt.
Hi, June.
And it's regarding episode 155, Picnic Ideas. She says, "The trick for putting tomatoes in sandwiches without them going soggy is to put them right in the centre and never next to the bread. So sandwich as follows from bottom to top." Now you have to visualise this as I'm saying it, and it's just gorgeous. Warburton seeded bread, flora spread, mustard, ham, tomato, ham, mustard, flora, Warburton seeded bread. As you can see, this is my favourite, along with Babybel cheese and a yoghurt. Now, June, you've been very specific about everything, except for what flavour that yoghurt is. Please, let me know.
Yeah, and also, I should say, other breads and spreads are available.
And cheeses.
Yeah. Fantastic. I mean, that's a brilliant, because we were asking about favourite picnic ideas. For those who are not familiar with the podcast, we get out and about on missions and escapes to see wildlife or strange places and report back. And picnic ideas, food along the way has been taken on a sort of greater and greater significance.
Because it's vital. You can't go the distance if you don't have something to snack on.
I think the legendary sandwiches you served up at the fishing when we went fishing on the Somerset Canal.
Our next special guest might be eating those as well.
Good segue. That's very good segue.
Lovely work. It's like we've planned this.
Yeah, that's very good.
For once.
We are going to take in season 16, which we're sort of calling Get Active in Nature, but it's really about quests with, sometimes on our own, sometimes with guests, and just to see a few interesting things.
It's very getting out and about. I think especially after it finally feels like we finally got a year where the lockdowns and stuff have kind of finally out the way.
Please don't jinx it.
Yeah,
I'm not going to jinx it, but just getting out, trying new things. We've got wild stuff coming up.
Lots of wild stuff. I'm really excited to just to get out and take the recorder, because for me it's the nature. To go and this time of year, we're recording this in early April, and it's the bird song's just amazing, and that's capturing it and sharing it is just delightful. And please, if you'd like to send in some of your recordings of bird song or anything you hear in the countryside, we really like to hear them, and we can share them with all our thousands of listeners around the world. The very best ones we get each week, and this is a really crucial thing, best emails or best sounds that we get sent, we will send out a book from the Plodcast library. And June, who I'm very grateful for her very detailed sandwich email, she's also sent in a lovely sound, which we'll play in a later episode recording. But June, you will get a book from the Plodcast library. So who are our special guests?
Mike Dilger.
Mike Dilger, yes. Coming up, we are heading out on a dangerous mission into a gorge, looking for some of Britain's absolute rarest plants. And both you guys will come along.
I'm really excited about this one because it's the first time I will meet and work with someone off the telly.
No, really?
Truly.
I mean, the danger bit is the bit that's worrying me.
The danger, yes. It is a perilously steep drop down to a sticky end.
So it may be the last podcast we do, but we're going out on a high.
The great Mike Dilger, TV naturalist and a man who's been chasing plants for a whole year. He's going to hopefully show us some of the rarest plants you can see in the UK. Jack, who else we got?
Well, I did see on the schedule, I believe we've got some musicians coming up, one of which is Charlotte Church.
Charlotte Church, yes.
Another legend.
An absolute legend. And we're heading deep into Wales to head on a retreat with Charlotte.
Is Margaret going on that one?
Margaret's on that one.
Amazing.
Yeah. Lots more guests. We've got, as we say, a very special one, not totally confirmed at this stage, but we're looking forward to
big guest.
a mega sighting. So that'll be great.
I have also seen that Maria's back out for us, but on a peculiar vessel.
Oh, yes,
A
that's right.
peculiar vessel, you say?
She's going paddleboarding.
It might be our
Ooh.
first, it's not our first seaborne or waterborne adventure.
No.
So I have been out on a rowing boat on a Scottish loch, but this is more daring. Paddleboarding on the River Wye.
That'll be really interesting.
Really interesting. Lots of stories about the River Wye.
And lots of good sounds in that as well. The sploosh.
Sploosh and splosh and bubbly and talking fish, apparently.
Talking about fish or...
Talking about fish, I hope.
Okay.
Well, I hope for some talking fish. That'd be my dream. I'm a bit of a fish fancier. Part of the joy of a podcast is just capturing the incidental encounters and wildlife. As I mentioned, the bird song. Odd things happen to us on podcasts. We meet strange folk and we get talking, or little moments of magic. And if we can capture those and share them, all the better. But have you guys had any moments of magic this spring that we can share?
I've seen my first lambs this year.
First lambs.
First lambs.
As well.
So cute. Makes me really happy. And I also call them in my head baby sheep.
It's accurate.
Yeah, I mean,
there's no problem there.
it makes it feel more springy. And I've also seen my first butterfly.
Oh, what was it?
I don't know what it was.
Oh.
Because it was almost black. So maybe I was looking at it in the wrong light. It was a very, very brief encounter. But there are lots of flying insects around now. Bees.
Loads of bees.
Yeah.
Really good to see. I've seen the brimstone butterfly,
Oh, well done.
bright yellow one, which normally it's a good sign of spring. Chiffchaffs are here.
Yes.
As we heard the very last episode of season 15, we heard the first chiffchaffs of the year. But I mean, as each day goes by, there's more birdsong. I saw a weird thing though. I went for a walk with my son, which is a rare event because he's a reluctant walker. But we saw 8 herons in the field.
Whoa.
8 herons lined up.
This feels very much like the punchline of a joke's about to come.
Yeah, what do you call 8 herons in a field? But I think they were hunting frogs in the sort of flood pools along the River Usk, and they were clearly there with purpose.
I've seen that in Bath. They've closed some roads to let frogs cross.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's really
Frogs
sweet.
and toads.
Mhm.
More roads should be closed.
Toe closures.
Yeah, toad closures should be part of every community.
I don't want to jinx us again like Hannah did a couple of weeks ago.
No, I didn't mean to.
I feel like spring has sprung now.
It's going to rain tomorrow.
It's just, we've got into that weather where it's the devious freezing cold mornings, freezing cold evenings, but quite warm in the day, so you can't dress right.
Yeah.
And
True.
also, it's just everything seems to have suddenly started sprouting out. The blossoms are out, the trees are starting to get a few little buds. It just feels like we're just on the cusp of everything about to...
Yeah. Frothing blackthorn hedges where I am. Beautiful. Tiny white flowers. Just amazing. Get out now and see them
Yeah.
if you can. And celandines.
Mm.
Drifts of celandines. Each year I think, this is the best ever year
Yeah.
for them.
I love their sunny little faces.
They are
so cheery.
It definitely raises my spirits on a kind of, even because on a gloomy day they just disappear, they curl up inside themselves, rather like we all feel sometimes. And then, but driving in this morning, I was trying to keep my eyes on the road, but it was just swathes and swathes and swathes. And so that was delightful and wonderful. And in the woodlands, even the bluebell spikes are coming up. So kind of feels like we just want to be out there all the time.
It's perfect timing. You've just eaten all those chocolate eggs. It's time to get out, burn them off, and see spring.
Yeah, experience some magic.
That's sort of a hint at Easter there, which, Jack, I know you've been baking for Easter.
I did bake for Easter, yeah.
Tell us.
I did make a simnel cake.
What is a simnel cake? It's a traditional cake. What is it?
I believe it's a traditional Easter cake. It's almost Christmas cakey. That is sort of a fruit cake with marzipan in it. But then you also have marzipan on it and little balls of marzipan to represent all of the disciples, I believe.
12, because you don't have the 13th, because the 13th is the bad one.
Oh dear, yeah, Judas. So we got 12. Oh wow, I didn't know that. And
it's a fact-filled pod, this one.
Yeah. Simnel cake. I'm really hungry now.
Don't forget to send in all your letters, comments, reviews.
Sandwiches.
Cakes. Send them to me. My email address is editor@countryfile.com, and you can find all the details in the programme notes.
Also, if you're listening on Spotify, you'll see a little question on the page.
Oh, hello.
Where you can leave us a little comment directly on there.
Oh, lovely.
Fantastic.
Please send nice comments. So we'll see you on the 2nd of May with episode 1 of season 16. But let's get out there into the wild. Let's escape into the British countryside. And, well, why don't we leave you with this beautiful recording of a song thrush from Plodcast regular Annabelle Ross, deep in the wilds of Hampshire.